Are you having trouble setting up multi-track recording in OBS via the Go XLR? Then this video is for you. But before we begin, my name is Marco. I do audio gear reviews, so you guys out there have an easier time with everything. All right, let's do this. So why would anybody need multi-track recording, right? Well, let's say, for example, you're streaming your gaming session over Twitch, but you would also like to record that same session and do it in a way that would offer you the flexibility of recording that audio into separate tracks. That's where multi-track recording comes in. If you want to, for example, edit your game audio in a separate track, you can do that. Maybe your friends are sounding very low on Discord. You can do that by boosting the volume up into a separate track. Or, maybe there's a problem with your own mic. Maybe you need to EQ yourself a little bit, apply some of that compression. That is the flexibility I'm talking about. And that flexibility, I think, is essential in any sort of audio production, YouTube, or, any other channels that you guys upload to. Like what you're seeing so far, then don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notifications, and of course, check out my other social media channels. All right, so I'm going to show you how to set things up in OBS if you guys don't know. The first thing you have to do is set up the audio devices correctly. You do that by clicking on the settings here, going to the audio tab. You don't necessarily need to set them up like I do, but just make sure that all the devices you intend to record, you set them up right here, okay? Here in my case, audio 1 is Discord, so I can record my conversations with my friends. Audio 2 here is system game sounds, basically. Mic audio 1 is Broadcast Remix. That is the channel that sort of mixes all the other channels into this one. That's the input I use for streaming, the broadcast remix. Mic audio 2 is chat mic. That is basically my own microphone. And if somebody wants to record Spotify music, for example, into a separate track, you would have to sacrifice one of the other channels, since there's only 2 desktop audio devices available as inputs in OBS. What I mean by that is, so you would have to sacrifice one of these channels. Probably the most appropriate one would be the chat channel. So if you would want to record Spotify music, for example, into a separate track, you would just choose music here instead of what I have, the chat. Since we've set up 4 audio devices as inputs, we have to make sure that all the 4 tracks are selected. We can do that by going into the output here and to the recording section, and make sure that all 4 of the audio tracks are selected. If somebody's wondering why this is grayed out, it's because I'm recording, so I can't really do that right now. But yeah, just make sure that all 4 tracks are selected if you want to record all 4 channels separately, okay? One other thing I suggest you do is basically name your audio devices so you know which one is which. And one other thing that we have to set up before we are finished with all this, click on this wheel here, go to the advanced audio properties. This is basically how you separate your tracks. So in my example, the stream mix is on track number 1 here. My own microphone is on track number 2. My Discord chat is on track number 3, and the system, aka game audio, is on track number 4. So make sure you separate them so you'll know exactly when you're, for example, importing into Adobe Premiere which track is which, okay? One other thing I wanted to show you is, how the whole thing looks in Adobe Premiere. In my case, so I made a little test track here. So track 1 is basically this, you know, audio 1, that is the stream mix. Audio track 2 here is basically my own microphone. Audio track 3 is non-existent because that is Discord, and of course we didn't record it. And audio track 4 is game sounds. I can actually show you that. Okay, so hopefully you got a sense of what I'm talking about here. So this is basically how the whole thing looks in Adobe Premiere. You have your separate tracks, you know, you can edit them to your own desire. You can boost the volume, you can do an EQ pass on them, you can do a compression, you can, you know, fix your own microphone, you have troubles with it, and so on. So a very essential thing for audio production, I think. Alright guys, hopefully this was useful for you. The best way to show your appreciation, your support is by subscribing. That way you let me know that I'm doing something good. If you have any other questions about this particular video or any others I did, just let me know in the comments, alright? Okay, this was all for today. I'll see you guys next week. Mark, signing out.